Alan from Up Down Health. Thanks for joining. I want to do a short video on creatine today. A lot of people ask me about creatine, whether it works, whether I use it. So I used it back in high school. Didn't really notice that much in those days. I think because you're going through, changes hormonally, puberty, testosterone. I think that is way more powerful than, creatine. So I think at that point in life, it's very hard to tell. When we exercise, we rely on ATP. Adenosine triphosphate. ATP, as the name says, it's three phosphates, ATP. In the mitochondria, the process by which energy is created by ATP is one of those P's falls off, so it becomes ADP. So ATP, triphosphate, becomes ADP because the process of one of those phosphates dropping off and being utilized, that's energy. And ATP, as an energy system, is only good for about 15 to 30 seconds. Then we have to go to oxidative phosphorylation and glycolysis and other mechanisms of bringing in energy sources for the cell. ATP is that initial short-term burst. I'm running for my life. I'm doing a huge lift. I'm, Olympic shot putter, and I'm going for the big throw, whatever it might be. So in that sense, creatine monophosphate, which is mono, or just creatine phosphate, imagine this is a supplement that builds a reserve in your body, right? So as you're using ATP and one of those P's is dropping off, you've got a reserve of P, of phosphate, to combine with the ADP, which is adenosine diphosphate, but that's two phosphates, and it needs a third to become ATP to get back into the flow of energy. This process takes some time, so when you have ATP stored up, let's say haven't done any exercise all day, get to the gym and I warm up and then I decide to do like a max, I'm going to pretty much use up my ATP. 15 to 30 seconds, that's it. Now I have to tap into other forms of energy for the cell. In the background, while I am tapping into those other forms of energy, those phosphates are working to combine with the ADP to create more ATP. And so maybe within 3 minutes, 2 minutes, rebuild that supply of ATP, which is again in short supply. So that's really what it is. High intensity, you use ATP, but one of those P's drop off, we need to get another P. That's the other P. Again, I'm not a doctor, this isn't medical advice, but I use it. I started using it again now in my 50s. I feel like my strength has gone up. My dad, who's 88, he's even using creatine. I don't think it's gonna hurt. Let's put it that way, and research would suggest that I'm right on that. So please hit the subscribe button. I'll do my best to help.